Right, looks like we officially live. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Hope everyone is doing amazing today. Got a very special live coming to y'all. Got my partner in crime, my sis coming in. We're going to share a lot of great information about AI. She is the AI GOAT. She knows about all things AI. I'm excited to have this conversation. Hey, Jazz, how you doing? Hope everyone's doing amazing. Listen, we about to get started, about to get it popping. So before we do, I'm about to see if she sent me the request. Before we get started, do me a favor. I need y'all to share this out, drop it in someone's DM, put it on your story, tag some folks. We'll have a very important conversation because, as y'all know, if you're an entrepreneur, you know the hottest topic when it comes to business is everything around AI. So we have the AI expert, the GOAT, coming in to share some gems, and she is literally the truth. So I'm excited to have this conversation. So started. I think I did it. There we go. Sis, how you doing?
Hey, we tired over here. It's seven
Yeah,
o'clock. You know, it's
listen,
past my bedtime.
right? Listen, we working, putting that work in. You know what I'm saying? So
Always.
I already know. So of course, for those that do not who you are, definitely introduce yourself, who you are, what you do, and so forth.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Christina Sims. I'm the founder and CEO of Precision Edge AI. We are a boutique agency and consultancy based out of Pittsburgh. Go Steelers. And you knew that was coming. And we specialize in helping entrepreneurs grow and scale their business through bespoke AI solutions.
Okay, I love it. So it's so much that I want to talk about today. Like, I don't even know where to begin. You know what I mean? So of course, like AI is the hottest topic when it comes to business. There's so much around AI from ChatGPT and chatbots and doing it for copy and mid journey for design and like graphic design, like all the type of stuff.
Right.
So if someone is an entrepreneur like myself and they're just trying to figure out what all this stuff is and like how can I really use this to leverage my business,
Mm-hmm.
where should they start?
It really starts with the mindset. You know, everyone will throw you a million and one tools. There are a million. And I can tell you personally, I only use four, and I'll get into it a little bit later. But we really need to think about, as an entrepreneur, we're always thinking about our consumers first. That's what steers. Sales are the lifeblood of our business. And so right now, when you're thinking about consumers, they fall into one, two, or all categories. Right now, consumers, they're feeling pretty spoiled. You know, kill COVID, all we had nothing to do was to buy on Amazon. Everybody was shopping. You know, we miss them stimmy some days more than most. And so that's one area thinking about. Now they're smarter. You know, we've had information economy and we've also had a rise in technological advances, which also brings us now to they're skeptical. You know, with AI, there's pluses, but there's also a dark side. Now you have people who are kind of trying to be ChatGPT gurus and such like that. And so it's hard for consumers to know who can they really trust to actually deliver what they're looking for. And they're also scared. It's election time. There's also uncertainty with that, regards to who gets into office. So right now, all that has really caused is for the buyer's journey to slow down. So when you're looking at AI, you're really thinking about all of those first and steering that. And really with AI, it's not new. It's been around for 50 years. And really the goal of that is to get to super intelligence, where then it'll understand human emotions. But like the new hotness we're seeing is called generative AI. And all that is means it's really giving you human-like responses back. That's using large language models such as ChatGPT, such as Claude, such as Gemini, and really just thinking about what do I need in my business first? What is taking the most time? What is taking the most resources? What is the area where I know this is absolutely the most important, compelling part of my business? And I do have, if you go on my profile, an AI automation blueprint that'll help you calculate that in both time and revenue. So make sure you hop on my profile and get that. But that's really when I'm thinking about what AI tool I'm going to need first and most. That's where I'm looking at. And really, I always say for beginners, start with ChatGPT. It's the best, it's the leader, and it's the easiest to really start learning how does AI really work.
Mm, yeah, I love that. And of course, I'm a big proponent of ChatGPT. Yo, it's crazy. Like I was working on some stuff the other day, and usually, like I use ChatGPT, of course, and I still like to create my own copy of, certain stuff like Facebook ad copy or whatever. And the other day, I was like, it's literally doing way better than me. You know what I mean? Like seriously, I was taking time writing this and like trying to, think of different stuff. I
Right.
put in ChatGPT, and like not only was it faster and stuff like that, it literally, I felt like it was better than what I did. I was like, it's crazy. So definitely leveraging ChatGPT, and I love that you're giving some people a starting place.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Because I feel like a lot of people don't have that. So when it comes to working smarter, not harder, what other tips would you have for people to like leverage an AI? And like at the end of the day, like our businesses need to make more money. It's a market
Right.
shift. Things are tightening up. So it's like, how can we leverage it to work smarter, not harder, when it comes to AI or other, Chat GPT tools?
Right. And I think that really goes back again, really circling, and people will kind of look at me crazy. I'm like, it starts with your mindset. And that's because that is what we're steering, entrepreneurship, it's data and intuition mixed together. And so when we're looking at those factors, right now, we're out here, some entrepreneurs trying to throw more. It's getting harder to close clients, it's even getting harder to keep them. And so when we're thinking about that, that's not really true. We're trying to offer more. Let me do this new service. When really, your customers don't want more, they want better and they want it
Right,
faster.
right,
So
right.
what I'm using AI is not as a replacement, although in some ways it's better. And usually, especially for entrepreneurs, if you're a solopreneur, you're a smaller business, you might be thinking, man, I wish I could have more of me, in my
Right,
business.
right,
And so when you're thinking about that, AI now becomes your amplifier. So for me personally, I'm not looking for, really what's going to be the magic prompt to help me solve my problems. If you bought a bunch of prompts, I'm sorry to tell you, they're not going to be as effective because there's a step that goes in front of that. And I'll talk about that again later. But you're really looking at what is going to help elevate what you already do better? How can we simplify what we do great to move it faster and to really serve our customers on a deeper level?
Mm, I love that. Yeah, and if y'all got any questions or anything, like definitely type it in the chat. Paris says yes, AI is great. Yeah, definitely, definitely. I love that as well. And talk a little bit about like chatbots, because I know that's something that you do a lot of for a lot of different people. And I'm still honestly trying to keep up with like exactly what that does and how to leverage it and everything like that. So, can you talk a little bit about like chatbots and how people can start using those?
Right. And so people sometimes get them a little confused. So there's chatbots, which really all it is it's an AI tool that's pre-trained on information you give it. That's what all of these tools are. So those are things you can see on your website. Some of the things I've been doing for my clients, especially in the coaching consulting space, I can create a AI version of them. I call it an AI avatar, and it's training on all of their frameworks, all of their knowledge. So they have a way to be able to serve their customers 24/7 and also control the level of access they're doing, but again, serving them at a higher scale. But there's also another tool which I really love. It's called custom GPTs. That's built within ChatGPT, and it's just a generative pre-trained just transformer. That's where now you're using an AI assistant, and you can train it on specific skills such as copywriting, such as webinar scripts, such as YouTube videos,
Wow.
and things such as that.
Wow, I love that. Cause yeah, Paris Posh Getaway says yes. I need to add those. So yeah, if someone is like, if they're in travel, like how can they leverage them? I seen my guy Anthony join. He's in, he has insurance. He has life insurance agency, and like other people, if they have a daycare or they do
Right,
fitness, whatever the case may be,
right.
how can they leverage them also?
So for the chatbot side, you're really leveraging it. You can use it for lead generation and also lead nurturing. So you want to be able to answer questions like, what do people typically ask you when they're trying to get information? What are the typical FAQs? That's a great basic way to start is pump your FAQs into there. And then for sales, it's really helping qualify your customers so you're not getting on sales calls when maybe might not be ready. And you can also then drive them to another place into your sales funnel. Hint, you then you that funnel that Ryan designs. So with custom GPTs, though, these are tools that either A can help you to fill skills gap maybe you don't have on your team. Maybe you have VAs and it can be a way to be able to leverage to get them to do faster if you have already an existing team to help improve the efficiency. If you are in coaching consulting, even custom GPTs through your program, that's something I help my clients do, and it helps them be able to get their clients faster results, especially in courses where retention is pretty low. So I always look at what are the common questions, what are the common needs, and those are the things that we make sure, or even outcomes you're trying to get to your audience, and that's what I use them for. We also use them for lead generation tools. So usually it was, here's my checklist, here's my free e-guide. Well, now you can turn that e-guide into a custom GPT that will help get that instant result from your prospective customer faster. So now versus hoping that they would wait for that email nurture sequence and hope they actually open it, that GPT can help get you to the
Wow,
goal to get them to close faster.
wow, that's crazy. That's some great. That's some
That's
great
just the
information.
surface.
Right, that's literally just the surface. So if you just join in, I'm talking to Christina Sims. She is the AI expert, talking about all things AI and really how to build your dream team with AI. Because I know a lot of people, I feel like AI is like broad. It's like so much with it. It's
Hmm.
so much going on. There's so many things you can do. So she's coming through to just break down some stuff, give you a framework, and really how you can use it to, you know, work smarter, not harder. So again, if y'all got any questions, feel free to type it in. And it's something, of course, that I'm seeing in the marketplace and everybody's talking about is like, is AI really going to replace all these jobs? I know that's the fear that like so many people have of like, okay, well, we even as agency and you, it's like, well, we
Right.
do copy for people. So it's like if we're having a copywriting service, people are not going to come to us anymore because they're going to chat GPT, or if we do this graphic design, they're not going to come to us no more because they can just go to Midjourney and stuff like that. What would you
Right.
say to those people where it's like AI is going to literally replace everything, and they're like really afraid of what's coming down with AI? Because I feel like it's out there, but like in 5, 10, 20 years from now, who knows how AI is going to be back that time?
Right. I mean, I'm showing my age when Facebook just came out.
Right.
We went from like MySpace, thinking you can be a computer programmer, to now, Facebook is, kids are like, oh no, we don't go on Facebook. That's for old people. And I'm like, I'm
Right.
old
Right.
now? So
Listen,
to answer that
I
question,
remember on Facebook when you had to be in college to be on Facebook. Like y'all don't even remember that. That's old
we
school. Like
all
you couldn't
have, what
even.
was his name? Tom or somebody.
Right.
He was everybody's first Facebook
Right.
friend. Yes. Yes. Or maybe that's
Right.
my, I can't remember, but someone had, on both of them was a friend. But to
Right.
answer your question, yes, for some people that fear is very real and it's going to become a reality. In some areas, it depends. And really, as long as you understand how to leverage AI, you then become more valuable and irreplaceable. So for copywriting, it's still not there yet. And this is coming from someone who's a 15-year direct response copywriter. You still have to massage it. There's still things in there where you absolutely, it's not there yet. You probably have seen the words transform, unlock, transformative. We can go through all those power words as you're like, beep, that's chatty. So yes, in that area, it still needs some help, but it's going to get there. That's why I said it's really trying to get to that point of super intelligence where it will replace it, but also it's going to create new jobs because someone has to work these machines. Someone has to program them. You go on LinkedIn now, there are thousands of new jobs that never existed this side of even last year.
Mm,
So if you approach something from fear, you're never going to grow. So for me as a marketer, I was looking for more ways of how can I pivot? My background is digital marketing. And so what I have now done is how can I now use my personal knowledge to take what I already do to the next level? Because you're still going to hire someone.
yeah.
I'm not a
Right. Right.
paid ads expert. So even though I have a GPT that can help me with it, I want an expert.
Mm, okay.
There's still human
All right.
intuition it cannot replace yet.
Okay. Yet.
Yes.
All right. So let me check these comments. And it said yes, yes, yes. Woven word say good stuff, Christina. Yeah, Paris said it's kind of scary to see how fast AI learns. Yeah, so much less 20 years. Time was MySpace. Before MySpace, y'all don't know about Black Planet. What y'all know about Black Planet?
I don't. I grew up
Um,
on a farm.
right. Joy says, how do we connect with you?
So you can connect with me here on Instagram at I am Christina Sims. My website's also www.christinasims.com, or you can just slide in this DM. It will be me. It won't be an AI. I promise y'all that. I
Right.
still like that human interaction with that one.
Right, for now. And Christina is like an amazing, like literally the best copywriter that I've ever seen. You know what I mean? Like seriously, and I ain't just saying that. Like literally the best direct response copywriter. So if you want to talk, any information about like copy and what you've seen just being an amazing copywriter, feel free to speak about that also.
Yeah, so my background, a lot of people don't know I've been pretty much the Oz behind the scenes for a while, but I have been behind some $50 million brands. I've also written for Ryan and his company, and I love actually giving people a voice. That's really truthfully as entrepreneurs, our business are a reflection of us and our voice in there. So amplifying your story and really who you're trying to help is one of my passions, but also, now developing the tools to help people to be able to connect faster because content is moving faster, it is evolving, and that's why I moved more so to into AI space because of the aspect, we're building these amazing businesses, for our legacies, for our family, for our children. But oftentimes what happens as entrepreneurs, we don't get to enjoy that. And so when I saw AI rather than, oh, I can do more, my clients were like, we tired.
Yeah.
I need out of the weeds.
Right, right,
I'm in
right.
the rubble. I'm in the trenches. I need a break. And so that's what I'm really designing these tools, sets my agency apart is we're doing bespoke. So everything I build, nothing's a template over here. It's designed to be custom fit. I would almost call it memory foam, where we are now molding it around the footprint of your business. And so that's really what we're doing is helping you still grow and scale and reach those revenue goals without having to choose now between personal success and professional and your
Mm,
family.
I love that. Paris to amplify your voice through AI nugget. Yeah, definitely. So she the AI goat and definitely the copywriter goat. So if y'all got any funnel copy from the funnel doctor, Christina wrote it. I'm just letting y'all know. So Joya, how you connect with her? You already connected with her because your webinar and everything. Christina did it. You know what I'm saying?
Surprise.
If y'all on my email list and you getting emails, guess who wrote the copy? Christina wrote the copy. You know what I'm saying? So, in case y'all didn't know, that she is literally the GOAT when it comes to copy and captivate and stuff like that. All right, Anthony has a great question. How difficult is it to incorporate AI, or would advise, as you said so, to hire the expert?
Absolutely. I mean, always hiring an expert and just speaking to one, I could actually help you with a few things. I start looking at what do I need first and what do I need most? What's going to help me get to my goals? So we're about to reach Q4 right now. Take a look at your goals right now and figure out where are the gaps? What am I missing? What can help me be able to get to that first step faster? And that's where I start again. I circle right back to ChatGPT because you can even just ask ChatGPT, where do I start?
Mm.
I'm using ChatGPT for everything. It's helping me pack. It's telling me what I want to make for this week for dinner. All those things. It's really your assistant in your pocket. So that's exactly where I would start. And absolutely, you can reach out to me, and I'm happy to help you get started as well. Again, for those just joining in, you can follow me in the very first post. Type in blueprint, and you'll be able to get my AI automation blueprint that will even tell you where is the best place to start with AI in your
Mm.
business.
I love that. And Anthony, I was actually going to reach out to you anyway about this because, like, for everything you do, like, this could definitely help. You know what I mean? With like the ads you're doing and getting leads in, for the insurance in different states. Then you got the go high level as the back end. We definitely could, you know what I mean? Get some chat bots and all that stuff set up for you. I think that would work for your type of business. So we definitely could talk more about that on offline. I see some more folks joining. Again, if you just joined, I'm talking to Christina Sims. She is the AI and copywriting expert. She knows all things AI, how to build your dream team, how to write amazing copy, and stuff like that. Also, if you're not already aware, I am doing a pop-up tour hitting 5 different cities. We got DC this week. We got the DMV coming up this Friday. So if you're in the DMV area and you want to learn about all things funnels, advertising, I'm breaking down some things that I never actually did before. So I got a lot of questions on like, how did you get a 2 Comma Club award? How did you build a funnel that did over $1 million? Not just making millions in the business. You have a specific funnel that made millions of dollars. How did you do that? How do you run ads? How do you sustain ads? How do you sustain your budget? So I'm breaking down all that stuff. So if you're an entrepreneur in the DMV, make sure you pull up on Friday. The link is in my bio. I pinned it in here. We got 4 other cities we hit in: Philly, my hometown, Houston, Atlanta, and we just locked in Chicago. Chicago is locked in. We have a specific date. It is going to be October 25th. That is a Friday. I know some people work. You still got 9 to 5s. That's fine. I suggest you take off. If you still have a nine to
Tito.
five, you need to take off. I'm telling you, it is locked in. It's already locked in. Tickets will be on sale by Friday. We're doing early bird, and then prices will go up in a couple weeks. But it's already locked in. Already talked to the venue. We already locked that in, contract, everything. So tickets will go on sale Friday. The date is October 25th. It's a Friday. Chicago, October 25th. So make sure y'all pull up. We'll drop the link and everything like that. Right now, it's a wait list. You can join the wait list right now. And as soon as they become available, you can get that. Having said all that, what else? What other nuggets do you got for people when it comes to AI and stuff like that? You know what I mean? Like I know people have a lot of other questions. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. But if there's any other gems that you have for people, feel free to drop them.
Yes, gems. Nuggets are what my
Yeah,
son
right,
loves. For me,
right, right,
I
right,
drop
right.
gems. Really, the biggest thing you want to take a look at, I say right now with AI, because so many people are like, what about this tool? What about that tool? What about this tool? Pick the tech stack you're going to use and it makes the most sense for your business. I see new tools every day, but if I'm not going to use them, it's going to be like all these subscriptions you have that you never use. ChatGPT is definitely your home base. Uses everything. If you're big into content creation, I love tools like Opus and Descript that will help chop my content down. I would say also if you're for customer service, definitely want a chatbot in there so you make sure there's always someone able to answer that. And I'd say as you start really getting used to the biggest thing is really ChatGPT custom GPTs for $20 a month. I think it's still at that right now. You can be able to build these custom GPTs. And really, I know when a lot of people use ChatGPT, they say, Chris, the stuff that's coming out is so generic. It's vanilla. It doesn't sound like me. It's not really giving me a great information. And also, you should know that ChatGPT can hallucinate. You might hear that a lot in the AI world, and it just means it can lie. And really, what you always want to do if you're not going to get into doing custom GPTs, you want to make sure that you're training it on your information. This is the part that most people skip. I know it takes a lot of time. We as CEOs are like, I ain't got time for it, so we don't do it, and we're trying to pass it to a VA. It really needs to come from you because really now you're pumping the heart and soul into your business and making sure I understand this is what I'm talking about. These are my hot takes on things. This is my beliefs. This is my value. This is my missions. Pump into there really like who your customer avatar is, not the bland version, the deep version. So it really understands who are you trying to even reach in that aspect. And so once you do that, you're really able now to get those really bespoke answers you're looking for. You know, people usually say in AI world, trash in, trash out. I say value in, value out. But that pre-step that happens there, if you use a custom GPT, your AI assistant, it eliminates all that, even really the ability to hallucinate because now it has pre-trained information. You've done the work already. So every time you go in there, now you can just ask the question. That's why
Mm,
I'm such a proponent for that.
mm,
You know, same thing within if you're at coaching, consulting programs, you know, with a portal in the back or you're selling courses. Now, instead of hoping they're going to keep going through or having the same conversation they're not implementing, because most people, when they have frustration and friction, they stop. And so, when you're able to then build a custom GBT within that module, it helps them get to that goal faster. So when they're coming to your calls, your hot seat calls, they feel empowered and confident.
wow. Yo, she dropping gems. Listen, if y'all get back in this conversation, drop something in the chat, drop an emoji, drop a fire, something like that. Woven said, thanks for dropping the Chicago date. Anthony said, definitely coming to Chicago. Yes, make sure y'all pull up. October 25th. It's locked in. That date is locked in. We'll share the venue with you and all that. So definitely Chicago. Make sure y'all pull up. Chicago is one of my favorite cities. I love Chicago, so I can't wait to see y'all. Now, I got a couple other questions. Let me know if we good on time. I know you are a mom, you got a lot going on, but I got a couple other questions. All right, so we're going to shift gears a little bit because you are a marketing expert as well. What, in your opinion, what is the biggest mistake people make when it comes to their funnel? Besides not hiring a funnel doctor if they don't. What's the number one thing that you would see that people go wrong when it comes to their funnel?
A couple things. There can be a couple diagnoses. One, you don't really know where your customer wants to go. You know, I think it's really being intentional marketing now. A lot of times when we're seeing sales slow, we just start throwing stuff out there and hoping it sticks. And so you really need to be intentional with your journey. Number two, I always go back to the avatar. I'm taking a look at what's keeping them at night. Where they probably bugging their spouse saying, if only I could dot 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 dot. Because if you really, I could say when I'm looking at a funnel, and even when I'm writing copy, they're already living the nightmare. And so I immerse myself in what is this nightmare for them right now, but how can I sell them the solution? Like, how can I make that go away fast for them? And how can I be able to them? Because once they have that loyalty to you, they're going to stay. Once they keep saying, okay, yes, this is really the painkiller for me. That's where I'm
Mm,
looking at it. And more importantly, we are so distracted now. And I think people overcomplicate funnels because they're trying to show all their expertise at once when really in 2 seconds my son can be throwing something across the room and where I had best of intentions of reading that, I'm distracted, it's gone poof. So you really need to get to the point right now, but you also need to just get the first step. Just give them a quick win. So I think really don't try and like hit that grand slam out the case. But I think that's the biggest thing right now is we also need to keep in mind short attention spans and that people right now are at their stress and their most vulnerable. So how can you even just put a little bit of joy in their day through their business or through whatever it is that you do in your industry? How can you put humanity back in there? 'Cause I think people are so used to now, they know that collection plate's coming and
Right.
still put the collection plate. But can you give them a little bit of a
Right.
sermon first, not the soliloquy, the little sermon, just in order for them to feel like, wow, this person actually gives a you know what about me? Okay, so now I'm gonna give you my money. Those are the people I'm gonna take my money from.
Mm,
Show them you
yeah,
care.
yeah, I like that. I do feel like the market has gotten too transactional. You know what I mean? People are just too transactional. It's like you said, of course, we business owners, we got to make money. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? But really talk about like what is the solution that you have for the problem that people have.
Mm-hmm.
So being able to do that and articulate that. Listen, if y'all want to tap in with Christina, make sure you DM her, get on her calendar, get some services from her. Like we will definitely not be disappointed when it comes to anything AI, chatbot, setting your stuff up, custom GPTs, copywriting, email, funnel, all this stuff. So make sure y'all get it with Christina. Definitely do that. When it comes to advertising, you know what I mean. What mistakes do you see people make, and other things that they can just avoid?
I think there's a lot of tone deafness. I think you need to focus when you're advertising on really showing your solution. They need to be able to see your service, like what does that transformation look like for one. For advertising, speak again to their needs. It just all for me, it always just goes back down to that avatar. I'm constantly studying it. I kind of think of it. I used to be before I got started in this career an admin assistant and an executive assistant. And one of your roles in that is to always anticipate what are they going to need? And that's what made me valuable because CEOs could go do out their day. No, Chris got it. And so I'm thinking in that same mindset when it comes to my advertising. And that is different than your marketing's advertising. You're basically your top level funnel. This is who I am. You're trying to build awareness. Where your funnel, you're moving them now through a customer journey where they not only get to know you, but you're building brand affinity with them, which just simply means they start to like and then they start to trust you. And that's when the wallet comes out. So for me, I'm always looking at, hey, how can I anticipate what do you need? And that's what helps me position myself differently because then I don't feel like so much I'm trying to shout above everybody else singing the same song as me.
Mm. I love that. All right, if y'all got any questions, let's go to Q&A. Type it in the chat. If you got any questions, comment, anything, listen, y'all got her right now. Any questions about your AI, your chat GPT, copywriting, marketing, you can ask me any funnel questions for the moment. Because once we get off this live, there's going to be a fee. So
True
definitely
story.
make sure y'all ask the questions right now so we can answer anything that y'all got. Just want to make sure I ain't missing nothing. I see some more folks joining. Uh, all right. So while we wait for a few questions, any other, last thoughts or anything else you want to share with the people?
Yeah, I would absolutely say, do not fear AI, lean into it. Nothing comes out of fear. And if you don't tap into it now,
Yeah,
everybody else is going to pass you by. This is really a great gold mine. And when I say that, it's because now at this stage, with it being in its infancy, you can, as a small business owner, compete with these larger companies now, even without the budget. I mean, ChatGPT is free. So when you're thinking about those things, there's no excuse to not tap into the untapped revenue. There's no excuse saying, well, I don't have a small team. I have over 100 custom GPTs I've made. That is my VA. It's my assistant copywriter. It helps me even, I've created mentors out of them. So I'm like, okay,
wow.
how do I prioritize this in my day? I can ask, do a voice note to ChatGPT. Now, this is through a custom GPT, guys. And it's synced with my Google Calendar because this can really go down the rabbit hole of attaching it and integrating it with other different platforms you use, but it can tell me how should I prioritize my week. If I'm getting ready to do this, is it going to conflict with something? And I'm gonna even give you a quick thing I do. I'm a tomboy, as you already know. I love football. I asked it what I should do my fantasy football. Now I'm going to see if that works this week.
Right.
But I've done that, So when I say the options are so limitless and really how you can use it to build you up, just even as a CEO and as a human, you really can.
Mm-hmm. All right. So I said, bro, you look like Daniel DeBoy, the guy who punched Anthony Johnson. I don't know what that means. I don't know who that is. But thank you, I guess. Paris said, what chat, I assume bot, do you recommend?
It depends again what you're trying to use it for. So there are ones called CoachVox AI. That's one you can use for like coaching purposes. Again, it depends on your needs, what your budget is. So there's 50 million and one different ones. I don't prefer any. I just really take a look at what is going to suit your needs best. And then that's where we steer where that's going to be the best chatbot for you.
Mm-hmm. She said customer service on website.
Right. And so for that aspect, there's any of them on there you can absolutely use. You can just literally Google, I need a chatbot for this. So I personally also, I even use ChatGPT for some of mine as well. There's some white label ones. If you're using, do you use, are you in service base or are you in ecom?
Talking about Paris?
Mm-hmm.
She's travel.
Okay. Yeah. So let me look up a few for your business and I'll send you a message.
Mm-hmm.
Because I like to also take a look at some chatbots now, or they're starting to niche. So there's some general ones and there's also niche ones. So let me see if there's a niche one that might fit what you need better, since you have people, asking inquiries, bookings, and things such as that. And I'll send you a DM.
Yeah, okay, great. And if y'all need, if y'all want to go on a trip, get with Posh Getaways. If you want to plan some type of milestone birthday event, with your sorority sisters, like a family event, anything like that, I highly recommend Posh Getaways by Paris. So definitely get with her. Anthony says, what is the best buy for lead nurturing? He does use GHL.
So Go High Level has its own different platform. They're a little more stingy with things that you can use. So there's certain ones we got to take a look for that one particularly. I know they have one. Oh gosh, what was it called? It's escaping me. They have their own. That's what I do know. And with them, you have to make sure that they integrate also with everything else that you do. There's also custom GPTs that are separate that you can integrate with Go High Level. So I'm trying to think what that one is called because I just built that one. I'll get back to you on that one. I apologize. I cannot remember that one, but just to know with Go High Level, they have their own platform. So they don't integrate with everything. And they do that intentionally to keep you paying the money. Zappy Chat, that's what it's called. They have a Zappy Chat chatbot, and that one can integrate differently where it can be able to segment people at different stages within your customer journey. So if you did a webinar, it could send then a chatbot for people who attended, some who didn't register. So that one's a little bit more higher complex in how they do it. Zappy Chat is one of the chatbots for Go High Level.
Okay, great. I told y'all, listen, she knows stuff. I'm like, Zappy Chat, I don't even know what that is. Nobody, for
They
real.
have
That's why I
other
bring
ones. There's other
experts.
competitors, but that's like the primary one I know that people use with that one.
Right. That's why we bring experts in here to give y'all the real to really help you move your business to the next level. All right. Any last final questions before we wrap for the night? I know this woman is very busy. She has a family, a child, everything like that, a husband. So I don't want to take too much time. It's already been a long day anyway. So if anybody got any final last questions, make sure you drop it down. If you're not following Christina already, make sure you follow her. Go to the top, drop down, just follow her. You don't have to get off the live. You can go follow her and check out everything she got. If you need any services when it comes to AI, chatbots, copywriting, and so forth, DM her, go to her website, book a call with her, make sure you get with her because she is literally the GOAT. And honestly, I wouldn't be where I am in my business if it wasn't for her, let's be
Thank
honest.
you.
Yep. So, all right. Any final questions? Listen, clock is ticking.
Is it?
You know what I'm saying? Like, let me get off. She's going to hit you with that invoice. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm just be real with y'all. Uh, Yeah, go to ChristinaSims.com, ChristinaSims.com. All right. So I don't see any last questions. So I guess just final words for the people.
Hey, if you need anything with AI, you know where to find me. And if you need a funnel, find you and definitely get a seat in the room. It will be an amazing tour.
Yep. So definitely get a seat. So again, DMV, I'm coming Friday. Be locking in. Starting at 9:30 a.m. promptly. If you are in the DMV area, Washington D.C., Virginia, Maryland, make sure you pull up. I'm going to be sharing stuff that I've never shared before, honestly. So make sure you do that. Also, I'm going to be in Houston, Philly, Atlanta, and then Chicago. Chicago is the next date that we have officially locked in, October 25th. So go to bit.ly/TFD residency tour. You can join the wait list, but tickets on Friday or before will actually be available for Chicago. 10:25 is a Friday. If you got to work, take off. If you don't got to work, come in because we gonna work. I'm gonna put y'all to work. Woven said, "What's the words to type in comments, Christina?"
If you go into my very first post is pinned up top, blueprint is the word, and that will give you access to my AI automation blueprint that will be able to help you define what custom AI tool would be the best for your business.
Mm-hmm. All right, great. All right, so thank you again, Christina, so much for jumping on. I
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it. You dropped tons of gems for everyone. Hope y'all got value. So anything else that y'all need, hit us up, DM us. We love to work with y'all. Y'all have a great night.
Thank you. Bye.